Welcome back to the Overboard DM. My name's Cujo and I go overboard on everything Dungeons and Dragons. And today I have the Reaper Bones core set. You've probably seen it. If you wanted to look at it, you already seen it when it came out in the Kickstarter. You've seen many videos already. But if you're here watching this video, you want to see my take on it. You got your take. It's all opinion, personal opinion, but now let's just get into the miniatures. We're going to go through, I'm going to show you some comparisons with some other miniatures, Wiz Kids and Gale Force 9 and, you know, the whole 9 yards. I'm going to try to anyway. So what I got out there right now is a miniature that, I mean, I don't know what it is. It's a wolf, lizard, dragon thing. I don't know. So I don't have a comparison for this one. And I'm not sure how I'll use it, if I'll even use it. Sculpt is okay, the detail is not the greatest. And that's what you're going to see with a lot of these miniatures, is the detail is not, you know, it's Reaper, you know. Anyway, the wolf dragon thing is going to fly away. And we'll bring out the next one, the cream of the crop. Yeah, it's a cabbage or a lettuce. I'm not, you know, it does have a mouth, which is kind of cool. That is kind of cool, actually. It's kind of like a jokey thing, but it is pretty cool. Yeah, they bring out a stag. Let me try to zoom in so you can see some detail or lack thereof. It's a little bit too much. And I have a, yes, it's not based. I just glued it down to the plastic thing. I usually, if I even want to base my D&D miniatures, I will go back and either cut his feet off of that little crappy thing and at least glue them on without that thing, or I'll actually base it. But I usually don't base my D&D miniatures. I have way too many miniatures. So anyway, yeah, and it's a crappy paint job. But it's painted. He's a pretty cool stag. He's actually bigger. I'd say actually in this sense here, it's actually, I think, better. Good looking miniature there. I'm not going to be saying that a lot in this video. We have a Basilisk. Now this Basilisk is pretty cool. And Reaper does, as far as basing goes, I'm going to get right on that too, because you'll see that some of them have these plastic bases. They had the option to glue them to this special base that they have that came with it, and sometimes they're oval shape, or you know, maybe you just don't like them. You can just glue them right to, they give you a bunch of plastic bases to glue your miniatures to. And I think that's only in the Kickstarter, so if you buy them separately, you probably won't get that option there. But he's a cool Basilisk. More of a medium to large size. I just got one recently. I couldn't find it, but it's a on a medium-sized base, or a 1-inch base, and this one's on a 4-inch base, which is unique. This guy here is pretty cool. I'm not doing any of these in any particular order. Just trying to get them out of the way. I got a ton of miniatures in front of me. Initially, when I seen this on the Kickstarter, I thought he was bigger. You know, even though they do the 4-scale things, I still thought he was bigger. And I guess, I don't know if this is a 4-scale. That also came in the kit. I think it's just a little gimmicky thing. But yeah, for some reason I thought he was a lot bigger. He's still really cool. Some kind of undead knight type thing. You know, think Lord of the Rings type stuff. Really, really cool miniature. I think he'll look good painted. He's kind of floating back there. Here, let me see what I want to do next. I'll do this wolf squad they have here. I think that's it. All I have for scale. That's a Wiz Kids / Pathfinder type wolf that I'd started painting. Um, yeah, wolves are wolves. That dire wolf in the middle, I think I couldn't find it either. I didn't have it out. I didn't want to pull every miniature I own out, but I do have a dire wolf as well in the Wiz Kids line. I think he's pretty similar in size. I like it's on a circle base. Just keep everything standard and symmetrical. I guess I'm just a weird like that, but if D&D use their stuff on oval bases, then I probably want everything on oval bases. But anyway, yeah, I think they're good. I can zoom in. He's got some. He had to be put together. He does have a plastic line by his leg. You can see that piece there. I think he came like that, but it's, and that's what you'll have to look at. Is you might have to fill some lines on certain miniatures that get a little bit bigger. Let me get rid of these guys. Let's knock these out here. Spell effects. Bigsby's hands, right? Now, at first I thought they were really cool, and you'll have to look this up and hopefully write it in the comments. I could have looked it up ahead of time, but I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just have it be a fun thing and let you guys do it. But I didn't know those Bigsby's hands were supposed to be 4 inches, 2 by 2 square. So I pulled out the Wiz Kids ones, and they're on a medium base or a 1 inch square, just so you can kind of get an idea of the size difference. They do have a funny one that I couldn't find, and I'm pretty sure I have it. I just couldn't find it for this video, but one that's flipping you off the middle finger. But yeah, those are, I like them. They're detailed well. They're big. I mean, if they are supposed to be a 4 square, then that's great. Then that's better than the Wiz Kids ones. This disc is also, it's a 1 inch base, but it's a little bit bigger on the top, where this one here is, whoop, I got that upside down even. It's actually got a bigger base. It's got a bigger base than it has disc, but I'm pretty sure that's correct, if I remember that spell right. So let me make room for a couple more spells, get these out of the way. I like those, by the way, depending on the size. If they're oversized, then that probably would be a problem, and then it won't be used. And they have a couple wall effects that are supposed to be, I think, like spells. So I'm gonna throw out a couple other. I don't think they had. Oh yeah, they do. Some like this one. These here are from them, and then this is a Wiz Kids line. And to compare something with those walls, I think everybody's familiar with these type of walls. This is a Dwarven Forge wall, and then that's your Wiz Kid ice wall. Just so you can kind of get an idea. I think they hit it pretty good. So yeah, the spell effects are cool. Dwarven Forge has a ton of freestanding walls, so technically I wouldn't have needed something like that. I mean, I personally have a ton of freestanding walls that I could use as spells. Alright, I'll bring out a fun one. Keep it interesting. I mean, you have to back up. This is their undead, I guess, frost giant. Or, yeah, I mean, it's a, yeah, frost giant, undead. I'm saying frost giant. I guess it could be anything. It's kind of skinny. So I just happened to just get this. Barely. I'm going to have to move you over, bud. And I'm going to have to zoom even further out to get this undead frost giant from Gale Force 9. That is to scale. It goes along with the other frost giants that I own. Obviously, I just have a bone and a wash color on them. I don't have them finished yet, of course, but you can see the size difference. That's what I've noticed with a lot of Reaper bones, is their giants are not to scale for D&D. They're still cool. I mean, if you're using all Reaper bone stuff, then you're fine. But you know, that's a huge difference if that is actually portraying a frost giant. Get him out of here. Let's see what's next. I'm gonna take another good one. This one here is really cool. Can you use it as an elder brain? Yeah. Can you know, just use it as some kind of weird creature of some kind? I mean, it does look like a brain with some tentacles. I mean, come on. So I do have this guy here we can share the limelight with. Uh-oh, he's hitting the wall back there. We're not turning. Maybe zoom out. And now this Wiz Kid miniature, I'm hit or miss on that one. I like it, but it's weird because the brain's kind of coming out of the, you know, this pool. I almost kind of like the Reaper one better in this situation. It's kind of rare that I say that, but it's true. This one looks a little bit more cartoony, which is usually the opposite. What's your take on it? All right. Next up, let's get to some trolls. Now, trolls are cool because they can be any different size. You can call them river trolls and dire trolls and this troll, that troll, you know, you name it. They could be at different levels in their how old they have been around. I just brought out one of the Wiz Kid line trolls. Again, I hate their bases. And then I just got this guy. He just came out. This is a dire troll, and just so you can see the scale difference, and he should be bigger. I don't know if he's supposed to be that much bigger, but that's a crazy Wiz Kids miniature that came out. And this is the thing too, like if there's anything that Reaper does have, and you say, well, D&D doesn't have that miniature yet, you better hang on about 5 seconds, because D&D's coming out with miniatures all the time, and they're going to be straight out of the book, art-wise. So if you can wait in your campaign, you know, just hang on a little bit, and you'll get the right miniature. So let's get these out of here. Oh yeah, I did want to point out that this one here is kind of cartoony. He's got the bowl on his head, which I thought was kind of cool. The pot, kettle. Yanti, where you at? Oh, zooming the wrong way. All right, Yanti, and oh, not you. You. So, good looking miniature. It fits right to scale. I don't think I have many Yantis from Reaper. I know they have a few. Just so you know that they will fit in real nice with your other Yantis. And this is a nice set. I really like this when it came out, when I seen it on Kickstarter. But I really don't need it. I mean, I don't need to keep having reasons to buy heroes. And you know, that last one I put up there, that's the Wiz Kids miniature. So yeah, they're about to scale. I think the Wiz Kids is a little bit shorter. I think I'll zoom out a little bit. It's a little bit shorter, but the detail's kind of there. I mean, it's not the greatest, but you know, you're gonna get a bunch of different poses and different type fighters with different weapons and stuff. So you're gonna, you know, get a little group of tabaxis. But again, I don't need a bunch of tabaxis. You know, I'm a DM. I gotta quit buying miniatures for players and let them buy their own. Are you with me? I think you're with me on that one, huh? Alright, trying to get through these. There's a lot, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, so that's their stone golem, I believe. And I brought out an iron golem from Wiz Kids. I think this is Wiz Kids Stone Golem. Well, I believe there was one more Golem over here. If I'm not, maybe I'm missing them. But yeah, I don't see them. So maybe that's all. That's it. So yeah, kind of looks Frankenstein-y. So if you like that thing, he's kind of cool. He's got some texture to him. I kind of want to put him in the center there, so then I can zoom in. I can't, it's not swinging my camera the wrong way. But yeah, he's pretty cool though. Just kind of, like I said, Frankenstein-y looking. Not really into it. Yeah, these will be more straight out of the book. Well, this is another miniature I was not happy with. It was a late comer in the Kickstarter, as far as not coming out like with a finished product. It was one of the last ones, and if I throw on a couple of these, as you'll see what it's supposed to be, that's their Manicore, and so it's their version of it. I don't really care for it. It's definitely a different type of look. It's not for me, basically. Very low detail, and I didn't really care for the sculpt. I'm sorry about the artist who did it, but this is an honest review. So I don't have a comparison for this guy. Very cool miniature. Catalumpus, if I'm saying that right. I need to pull you closer. I gotta change my setup. Midstream, yep, I'm doing it. I haven't made a video in a while, and I'm not set up the way I want to be, so I'm like, I still want to do it anyway. So yeah, this guy here is really cool. There isn't a miniature for this. I can't find another one. But like I said, you hang tight, and I'm sure D&D will come out with one at some point, because they're hitting every monster in their book. But I've got one. And the way you play with, the way they play in a game, you're pretty much going to stay away from them. I mean, you're almost an idiot if you can walk up on one of these things. So there's that. Here's another three-headed ogre. I should say another. I was going to say troll, but he's an ogre. Three-headed, which is kind of unique. I mean, the Ettins are two-headed. So now this is a three-headed. So you can say it's a three-headed Ettin, I guess. Have a little fun with that. Got a nice keg on his back. He's kind of cool. Decent size ogre. I mean, I would say he's a good height. Let's see. Let's do the Halloween stuff. Let's knock that Halloween stuff out of the way. Alright, so we got a really cool fatty scarecrow with a pumpkin head and everything. Really cool miniature. Definitely would be great in a Halloween campaign. You also have like this Halloween knight. Maybe he just hopped off his horse, and then the pumpkin head's running after you. They came out with, let's see, they have a skeleton, which, I mean, skeletons are in almost every single set. Let's get real, zombies. You gotta have zombies in a Halloween campaign, right? They come with, I think, 4 zombies. And you're gonna have your Grim Reaper. And I think they have, I want to say they have 2 Grim Reapers. Oh, here he is. That's a Grim Reaper. And then you're gonna have a witch. Let's spin it around that way. And then she's a typical witch with the pointy hat and the crystal ball. So that's first round of Halloween. So pretty cool. I like it. Gonna do a Halloween themed campaign. Get the straggling zombie. Let me zoom out for this. Always go the opposite way. Alright, so this guy is a pumpkin beholder. Really nice. Really nice sculpt. Really fun, cartoony a little bit, but it's a really cool miniature. I think a lot of people on the Kickstarter really love this one, and they did a good job. And I think with Reaper, I can say this now, this is the first video. I'm going to probably do a couple more just for the heck of it. They do really good with their bigger miniatures. They look really good, and they're very unique, and just better pose, dynamic, all that good stuff. I really tend to like their bigger miniatures better. Not all of them, but most of them. Alright, so he's pretty big. I want to get him out so I can get some of these other things in here. They have some haunted riders, more of a what you call it theme. Oh, I dropped something. All right, got your typical scarecrow, and you have something from Wiz Kids, so you can kind of get a look and see what the difference is and what the different size. You know, there's no bases. I can put them on a regular base. This guy's Krampus, so you got Christmas around the corner too, and so you're gonna have a nice little Krampus to deal with. Cool. And we got the pizza dungeon guy. Well, you'll never use it. You paint it up, maybe set it out by your hobby station, but I highly doubt many people are going to be using the pizza dungeon guy from Reaper Bones. But the horses are nice. The scarecrow's cool. Yeah, I mean the Halloween stuff's not bad. You know, especially because you're going to use it mostly for a Halloween type campaign, and you need some of that stuff. You know, good stuff. All right, we're just gonna throw some stuff out there. Make sure I'm zoomed in close enough. That guy's got a special base to him. He's like on the stairs, and the other guy has got a kind of more of a dynamic type pose to him. He's kind of like a zombie king of some kind. He's brought him back to life. That guy's got a nice little beard going on with a weird staff. And you got your Chaos Warrior is what I'm going to call him. Chaos Warrior all the way. Yeah, he's still really cool. Good looking miniatures. Bunch of NPCs. And we gotta have a city guy. I'm trying to pick out similar people here. A hooded character. Let's do some more hooded characters. Sexy. Let's bring on more sexy. Alright, so those guys are... I should have put a dot in the middle of this thing so I can keep them in the center. But yeah, good looking NPCs. I just wish they were pre-painted because I'm not going to waste any time painting NPCs. If you knew how many miniatures I have and how many miniatures I want, I kind of go for the more monsters and creatures first, and then now I'm into 40K right now, so I'm painting all my 40K stuff. So painting for me is, I'm not looking forward to it, and I definitely don't want to paint NPCs. I mean, I'll paint characters, but I really rather not, because I've already painted so much stuff as it is. Some more hooded characters, some more hooded characters. I think I just do these 4 at a time, try to get them on, get them off. But good looking, I like them. I mean, you could have, those hooded characters could be, you know, any race for that matter. You know, of course, you got your guys got a kind of a Michael Jackson lean to them, and then you got your debutante type NPC guy. Let's see what we got there. You know, again, not bad. You know, there's a bunch, you know, cool little, I don't know if he's like an orky guy, but he's, you know, with the staff there's, that guy's got a weird butterfly looking shield, and she's got a little baby dragon coming out of her hand. So kind of like player characters, except for this dude here. Looks almost like a gremlin-y goblin, or orc. This set had a lot of NPCs in it, and it's a really large set, so if you watch any of my other videos, it's good, there'll be a lot shorter. But I just want to knock these out so I can put them away, and but I want to give my 2 cents on them real quick. Some of these NPC characters right here are pretty nice. As you can see from the details, looks pretty cool. I mean, again, you know, some of them could be NPCs, some of them could be villains. I mean, I'll probably pick out the ones that look more villainous, like this girl here with showing her rib cage, or it looks like a rib cage. I think that's her dress. Yeah. Anyway, that guy actually got more blurry when I pulled it up. Sorry about that. I'm rusty. All right, bring out another bad guy. Trying to set them all up. Oh, I'm gonna save you for later. All right, so we got some more characters. You got a, was it like a goblin-y type wizard, and you know, again, some more NPCs. Could be a drow, or you got your little demon-y guy there, and somebody reading a book. Could be a spellcaster, could be just in a tavern reading a book at the bar, who knows. And you got your little spellcaster dude there going there. See, a bunch of cool little miniatures. Probably paid $1 a piece. If I had, you know, I can't remember the calculations on the Kickstarter. So it's not bad. You can't really complain too much when you paid $1 per miniature. Again, these are pretty cool. You gotta have some more NPCs. You know, again, I don't need them. I don't need heroes. I don't need NPCs. Get them out. You know, maybe it's just some people in my situation that have been collecting for years. Plus, they've been really collecting hard lately. You don't need tons and tons and tons of characters. But that carry-on is pretty cool. I'll take that. I'd rather probably give me a pack of 5 of those and take 5 of these characters, get them out of here. Not that they're not good, I don't need them. Alright, let's see what else we can get. Let's get the, anybody that's into kids. I'll get these out here for you. If you're into kids, I need you to report yourself to the police department. And if you're in, because I know that you're not a good person, because you know I'm age restricting my videos, so that I know you're an adult and now you're into kids. But yeah, here's a few. They're small player character kids, and I think I put a woman in there too. So, and she doesn't look like she's had a bunch of kids. But that's them. I don't know what this is. Let me see. Some kind of big brutish knight of some kind. I'm going to put out a couple more of these little animals. I don't know if they go with the kids, but there's a bunch of little animals. Another little demon-y dude. Another little wood guy. And a otter. Gigantic otter. So you're going to have some little animals. Let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, they're cute. So it's okay. There's a bunch of more stuff I don't need, except for that one big broody guy, but I don't even know what he'd be. I don't like that. I guess like trying to figure out what to do with them. I'm gonna get a bunch of these dudes, which they're kind of cool, but I guess you got to figure out what you want to use them as. They're not straight out of the D&D book. So it's kind of like stone people. There are some creatures that are like stone people. So I'm sure I can just use them for that. Oh yeah, here's another one. They're all right, but again, that's another bunch of stuff I don't need. Very, very little. Let's go with something that's more exciting. And I say more exciting, but I don't really care for it that much. It's a dragon, kind of skinny. They're limited in their sculpt. And if I had to equate this to another dragon that I own, let me see if I can zoom out a little bit more. I want to say he's close to this one right here. And when you get Wiz Kids is blowing it out of the park with all their dragons. They're getting all the different sizes, unpainted, painted, babies to Tiamat is coming out. And they're to scale. They look great. So if you play D&D, they're not that expensive to get these small, especially the smaller dragons. But yeah, did I probably pay $1 or something for this? I think if you just average it out, it's probably breaks down to $1 or something a miniature. So yeah, in this case, I probably got this for $1. So yeah, that's not terrible at all. But as far as looks goes, he's close to that. Then the other dragon is this one here. He doesn't come with a base. You got to put him on a plastic one. I think he equates to a green dragon, or he closely resembles a green dragon. He's got the furl down the back and no horns, and it goes all the way down to his tail. So aesthetically, he'd be easily a green dragon. Obviously, you can make him anything you want, just like the other one. But I'd say green dragon all the way. I'm trying to get all these out of the way so I can. All right, what do we got now? We have a pile of gold. It's a gold treasure golem, and he's really cool, and it's really hard to pick up any of the details on him, but just imagine a bunch of coins with treasure chests and maybe some kind of weapons and special items and stuff. And I got to try to somehow paint him. I'm not looking forward to it. So let's go ahead and bring out the other crystal thing that you kind of seen in the picture, or just off screen, is this crystal dragon. And he's also hard to pick up. But now a crystal dragon, I mean, they're coming out in this next book. That's, if you're watching this video when it comes out, the dragon book's not out yet, and there's going to be a bunch of gem dragons in there, so I don't know their sizes, and I'm not sure what color I'd paint him. I'm not looking forward to painting. I don't know about painting clear. I don't like it. I don't even like to paint anyway that much. But anyway, you got your crystal dragons and that. Let's see, I'm getting down to the last little bit. Start to slap them out here. You got a hag, you got some kind of flying beast, and you got this guy here, this lady here, and that guy there, the little baby dragon there, another guy there. Ooh, and I better zoom in for all that, right? 'Cause I'm down to little guys. Alright. Let's put one more person on there. That almost looks like a kid. And I may have slipped a couple kids out here. Yeah, I do have there's another kid. He might go off camera. I don't want to do that. Little knight, little baby knight. So yeah, a couple other NPCs. A flying baddie type creature. Looks like a kid with two handheld crossbows, and a cool little hag. Those are cool miniatures there. Not bad. But again, they're all stuff I don't need. Now this guy's pretty cool. Little goblin type character that's playing all kinds of music. Really, really cool. Then you got Sexy is back. You got this statue. Not sure why I grabbed that. I'm just kind of grabbing things off camera and just throwing them on there. We got another one of those hooded characters. And let's do that guy. Skeleton head looks like. So yeah, statue of a knight, great. The musician is the one that stands out. I mean, that could be a fun character to put in the game. And he's got the little flute and everything, and the accordion. Really cool stuff. I mean, it's just more NPCs. You got that duder, maybe a flesh golem of some kind. You got, I don't know if that's a needle blight or some kind of blight. And this dude, I'm not sure what he is, but he's kind of short. It's almost like a dwarf fighter. We got some of that stuff. Got some of that stuff. Got some extra weapons. And it always falls over, so I'm letting it fall over. Yeah. Alright. You know, flesh golem, whatever. That's fine. And this one dude's got a lot going on. He's pretty cool. He's very detailed. A lot of, really busy. He's got a couple different swords and all that good stuff. This other stuff is just, yeah, it's alright. Yeah, this is just going through this main set, it's not. Now this is where you get to where you're paying $1.50 a miniature. And then this is what you're getting, $1.50 a miniature. You're getting these kobolds. Yeah, the only good thing is they're all different. And yeah, you can always have, you want 120 kobolds, right? You can never have too many kobolds. Yes, I am putting them all on there. I'm trying not to even look at them, just throwing them out there. I actually saved the best for last, didn't I? So yeah, you got your mess of kobolds, which is cool. I've got a mess of these already, because when they first come out for Wiz Kids, you run out and you go get a bunch, and then all of a sudden you don't need any more because you already got 100. So that's the kobolds. I'll actually use those. And then this thing here, I'm gonna bring him up. I don't know what this is. It's a frog bat. I don't know, frog bat. This shield was in there. I don't know what's going on with that. I think it goes on that weapons rack. And then, I don't know if I already put this dragon out. I'm gonna put that guy out there for a minute. But, yeah, this is like a lot smaller, for scale. just so you can see what I'm doing here. That's a pretty small dragon. And that's gonna wrap it up. So my take on it, if you made it this far, I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but I really don't. In general, I wish I could have just picked a couple miniatures and maybe even paid more for the miniatures. You get a lot more for your money, but the core set, I got it because they threw in a bunch of cool stuff in that core set, like some of the really cool figures like that, the Halloween stuff, and they threw in some other things, and so they made it kind of worth my while to go ahead and get in and get all that other stuff for cheap. It makes the price go down per miniature, but when they keep throwing in more stuff, so it's kind of worth it. But now that's for the Kickstarter. Going forward, and you buying it in the store, you really just be selective, buy what you really like, what really looks good to you, and there's going to be a lot of stuff that you don't need. So hopefully this video is good. I know it wasn't. But anyway, guys, until next time, later.